There's someone that was saying about Arsenal. If Arsenal wins the league, let me even play the clip. I'm sure you. I don't know if you've seen it, but everyone else has seen this already. There are some haters coming from Manchester. The hatred is too real. I don't understand what we did to them. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, let me pull this up. This is Manchester United's legend, Paul Scholes, on Arsenal's chances at the title.
If Arsenal win the league, this could be the worst team to win the league.
It's a shout.
If you're thinking of picking a team of the season and you pick a front four, the Arsenal team gets in that. Look at previous champions. You think Liverpool's forwards brilliant.
You put
City's forward
Saka
brilliant.
in, wouldn't you?
Possibly the only one, Saka. Yeah, possibly the only one. And I don't think he's been brilliant. I don't think he's scored that many goals this year or assists.
Did you see that yesterday? The top goal scorers for Arsenal, the third in their list is own goals.
Yeah.
No.
Did you see the stats as well on Sky, which they did, saying about the least amount of goals the top scorers scored?
Yeah.
I was surprised at that. It's like 14, 15.
There's one here.
You go back to our team, our manager's thinking the front four players 80 goals.
Arsenal, no goals from open play in 300 minutes.
Yeah, that's not champions, is it? How's that champions? Well, they probably are going to be, but it's going to be a different way of doing it. And because the competition's been not been great, has it? You never know with City though. If City get the defenders back,
City could go on a run. City could go on a run now and win every game to the end of the season.
The big difference is City know how to do it. Pep knows how to do it.
Yeah.
They don't. 4 points is nothing. We said last week 7 points. It's nothing.
Again.
4. Fucking hell.
Yes, so that's Scholes crying. Scholes crying and, hoping their rivals come to their aid. What do you think? If Arsenal wins the league, is it going to be the worst team to ever win the Premier League? Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. Ironically, the lowest tally to win the Premier League was Manchester United, 96, I think, 95, 96, or is it 96, 97, 75 points. That's the lowest tally.
And that was his team.
And that was his team. And he was part of that team. I think the
number 10.
In fact, as United's treble winning team didn't win the league with up to 80 points. It was 79. So you then start wondering, where's the moral high ground that Paul Scholes is standing on to say, if this Arsenal team wins the league, it will be the worst team to ever win the league. Remember, he's saying team. He's not even saying like the worst set of individuals. And then because the next thing he refers to, in order to justify his point was, if you're going to talk about like the team of the season or the front four, who in this Arsenal team are you going to put there? So his reason for saying that they will be the worst team is because of individual performances. Do you understand? So he's saying one thing and then referring to another. Are you looking for a standout performer in the Arsenal squad, or are you saying that
I think that's what
or are you saying that as a group they will be the worst? So I think it's the group that actually works for Arsenal more than the individual. I think it's the group that works for them, right? They're already up to 3 points. The lowest tally till date, the United team that had 75 is just 22 points away. 22 points away is 7 wins. That's half the number of games remaining, right? And Arsenal will mathematically be better than the worst team to have ever. I don't think I agree with him on that. I don't even think he is in the best position, to make that claim, because he was in that squad. He was part of that team that won the league on 75 points. 75 points is like a typical Nigerian professional football league, win. Because 75 points looks like, I win all my home games and I draw away. That's what it feels like. That's exactly what it feels like. So in terms of individual standout performers, yes, this might be the league winning team that doesn't have a lot of standout performers. You look at the Leicester team of 2016, and you can still pick out Jamie Vardy, who even got a Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
shout, for his performance. So yes, in terms of individual brilliance, no. In terms of having that main main focus, that main focal point, that main player, no. But as a group, as a collective, I don't think Arsenal will be the worst team to win the league. I don't even think they would be. Well, I mean, there's still 14 games to go, but it will be a long shot to say they will even be in the worst five to win the league. It would be a
Yeah.
bold claim. Let's see.
But there's still Leicester season there
Yeah,
as
there's
well.
still the
You
Leicester
know.
season. There's the United treble winning season that they won the league on 79 points. There's another Arsenal
Yeah.
team in between. I think United was 98, 99, right? So 97, 98 Arsenal did it with 78 points. So it was 75 United, 78 Arsenal, 79 United. And then there's the 2016 team that was even 80 something points. I think Leicester did it on 83 or 84 points,
Yeah.
right? So uh,
Yeah.
it's possible Arsenal might not even be in the top 8 worst Premier League winners, of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I just think I think it's just hurting them that Arsenal are like the strikers are not the ones getting the goals, and yet they're top of the league. Because at the end of the day, people always say defense, like it's the defense that wins you the
yeah,
league, right? Arsenal has a very, very strong defense, and that's the attributes. I remember when Gyökeres signed and they asked Mikel Arteta if he was going to change his style. And he said to them, like he said to the press, that the thing is he would like to bring Gyökeres into the team without changing the best attribute, which is the defending and the everyone tracking back, everyone playing together. Because to him, that's how he sees Arsenal are going to win, and that's how they've been playing for the last couple of seasons, and he's been making it stronger and it's like making that perfecting that system over the years. So yes, the strikers are not scoring like double figures yet, but in all competition, Gyökeres has like 11 right now. He's getting better, getting into form, understanding the team. But we are going to win the league, whether whether the strikers that are the ones that are scoring it or whether it is the defenders that are scoring the goals. It doesn't matter as long as at the end of the day, the main aim is to score goals. They are scoring goals. They are winning games. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter who scores the goals. Yes, it's going to be if the team of the season, Manchester City can have all these attackers, but from the midfield to defend will probably be the Arsenal squad, because Manchester City has scored more goals from open play. They have the strikers, they are scoring goals, but they cannot defend. That's why they are where they are. Arsenal are not scoring that much goals, but they can defend. That's why they are where they are. It's not Arsenal's fault that the other the other teams cannot beat the mid-table to lower table teams. Like it's not Arsenal's fault. Arsenal are doing their own job. The other teams are not doing their own job. It's not anybody's fault. And like you said, when it comes to point tally, Arsenal are on par to still get over 80 points. If they win the rest of their games, they'll be over 90 points. They can get up to 95, 96 points. So I just think that's just hatred from an ex-United guy
that was part
that doesn't
of
want to see Arsenal win it.
that was part of the
Yeah,
worst.
there was that rivalry between yeah, that one too. There was that rivalry between Arsenal players and United players. He has forgotten that he's no longer a player; he's a pundit now. He should just calm down. And he might just be saying things for saying sake. Sometimes these United guys, them Ferdinand, them Gary Neville, they just want to be contrarian for no reason, try to trigger the Arsenal fans, and that's what I think is happening.